I just ordered $1,000 worth of stuff from Chemical Guy so that I can restore this. This is my 2014 Ford Focus Titanium that I've had for about 4 years, and I've put a little over 50,000 miles on. Me and this car have been through a lot together, and as you can see, she has seen better days cosmetically. First of all, this car has this terrible paint touch-up work that definitely was not done by me when I was younger and dumber. It has some dents and dings in it as well, but nothing too serious. On the roof there are these two spots where I'm not really sure what happened. They just kind of appeared after I went to get tires one time, and I didn't handle it properly right when it happened, and so they've just gotten worse. The headlights are full of moisture. I think this is because they are aftermarket headlights technically, even though they look stock. I think they maybe weren't made that well. The hood basically looks like all the clear coat is gone. It's very oxidized. These pictures really aren't doing how bad it looks justice. The front of the car has lots of rock chips. This car has been on many road trips and has never been like ceramic coated or had a clear bra or anything like that. So it has just been beat. And also there's just kind of weird paint marks and stuff all around the car. But anyway, it's time to get this car looking in better shape because, yes, it is time for it to leave the garage. I've had this car for 4 years now, put a lot of miles on it, and it has been great. But I'm ready to get something else. I'm ready to kind of upgrade to something a little better, and this car needs to go. I figure if I put a little time and effort into getting this car fully detailed, restoring some of the paintwork, making this car just look better overall, I can hopefully get a little bit more value out of it when I go to sell it. As you can tell from the intro, I literally did get like a mountain of stuff from Chemical Guys, and yes, the value of all that stuff is almost $1,000. But I should say before I get into the video, they are always running sales on different products, so the price I say in the video may not reflect the price you actually pay. I'm going to tell like the retail price. And additionally, they do a great rewards program where you can get points for every dollar you spend and, you know, end up getting free stuff. Additionally, if you use the link in the description below, you'll get 15% off of your first order, and I'll get 15% off when you guys get 15% off. So it's a win-win for both of us. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into product by product what I'm going to use to restore my Ford Focus. I'm going to start with the initial wash all the way to the finished product. Let's get into it. The initial step of doing this restoration after fixing the paint issues that I talked about earlier is going to be to give the car a good wash. And to do that, we're going to use the Big Mouth foam cannon. Now this retails for $129.99, and this foam cannon has to be attached to a pressure washer, but they do have other options that do not require a pressure washer. You can just hook them up to your regular garden hose, but I already have a pressure washer, so I'm going to be using this foam cannon. To put in that foam cannon, I'm going to be using this. This is the citrus fragrance wash, and it's $9.99, but they have lots of other fragrances you can choose from as well, but I like citrus the best, so I picked that. And then to actually, you know, wash the car, I got a couple of these microfiber wash mitts. These are $7.99 each, and I think I got 3 of them. After washing the car, it's going to be time for a good clay session, and so for that I got the OG clay bar. This is like their medium level clay bar. They have a soft and also a more aggressive one as well. It comes with the clay luber in a kit for $19.99. After doing all that work to clay the car, it's going to be time to break out the big guns. This is the Torque 10 FX polisher that they sell for $199.99. Now this is not their best polisher and it's not their worst, and I've already done a little testing with this and it's very user friendly. I've never used another polisher, but jumping right in with this was actually super simple, especially with the help of their video guides that are on YouTube. But yeah, in addition to this, we're going to be using their Hex Logic pads. That kit of all of their different pads retails for $79.99, and then also we're going to use their full V line of polishes, and those are $59.99. In addition to the polisher, the polish, and the Hex Logic pads, I also got these 3 things. First of which is this polishing pad cleaner. Now this actually came with the pads, and so that was included in the $79.99 price, but this is good for just the maintenance of the pads. I also got the polishing pad conditioner. This is what you want to actually put on the pads before you apply the polish and then put the polish on your car. This was $9.99. And then I also got this wipeout surface spray. This is also $9.99, and this is just basically to use like in between your polishing sessions, you can kind of spray it on, wipe it off, and just see, you know, kind of what you missed, what you need to go back over. So hopefully this is a really useful tool. Now I know things have not exactly been cheap so far, but we have barely touched the tip of the iceberg and how expensive things in a little plastic bottle can get. So anyway, after we polish the car, we obviously want our car to look as good as possible, and we want to protect our work for as long as possible. So to start with, we're going to apply a glaze, and for that we're going to use the Easy Cream Glaze. This is $19.99, not too bad. After that, it gets a little more interesting. Then we're going to apply a sealant. This is the Jet Sealant. This is $39.99. Next, we got to wax the car with a little butter wet wax. This, $19.99. After we wax the car, we're gonna apply a ceramic coating, and for that we got the Hydro Slick Ceramic Coating Hyper Wax. This is $39.99. So collectively, for these 4 bottles of stuff, 4 bottles, if you counted it out, that's $140 in these 4 bottles. Despite my best efforts, the car is still gonna get dirty, but the car doesn't always get dirty enough for a full wash. So for that, we're gonna use this VO7. Now this says Optical Select High Gloss Spray Sealant, but what it really is just a quick detail spray. This was $20 and had awesome reviews. I'm really hoping this keeps the car looking good when I don't feel like doing a whole wash. The last thing we're gonna need to kind of get clean on the outside is gonna be the wheels, and for that we're gonna be using this wheel cleaner. This is $9.99, and this is honestly amazing. I already used this on my Porsche rims. When I was fixing one of the issues, I went ahead and had the whole rim off. This took off literally everything, and I was very, very impressed. We also have the tire and trim gel. This is $22.99, and I was honestly skeptical to get this, but again, when I used this on the Porsche, I kind of rubbed the whole fender liner with it. I also used it on a lot of the plastic trim, and this really made it all look brand new. So $22.99 seems like a lot, but it's really worth it. And I've used it on a lot of stuff, and I don't know if you can see, but it's basically still full. You don't have to use a lot of this product. So $22.99 is definitely worth it. We also have 2 brushes. The big blue brush, this is gonna be for washing the tires, really scrubbing them. This is also gonna be great for our WeatherTech floor mats. And then we also have just a wheel brush as well. Both of these brushes were $9.99. So we're done with the exterior, so now guess what? We're moving to the interior, and to do that, we're gonna start with the seats. Well, actually, we're gonna start with a good vacuum, but I have a shop vac. I'm not including that in the price of the restoration. But anyway, moving on to the seats. So for the seats, we're gonna be using their leather cleaner and leather conditioner. Now these things come as a complete leather care kit. This is $24.99 for both things. We've already used these on my wife's seats in her BMW, and they work great. And yes, I'm aware that the Ford does not actually have leather seats. They're vinyl. But my Porsche has leather seats, and the BMW has leather seats, and so these are gonna be great products for that. But in the complete leather care kit, you do not get the brush. Now this is a long hair brush for leather specifically. This is an additional $12.99. I think it should come as part of the complete leather kit, but it doesn't. But anyway, that's what we're gonna use to take care of the seats. At this point, we've given the car a full vacuum, and I've probably pressure washed the floor mats as well. And to maintain those WeatherTech floor mats, we're going to be using this Matte Renew. Haven't tried it yet. I'm hoping it's got good things because mine are really faded, kind of scratched, you know, it's kind of have like little white streaks on them and stuff. So I'm hoping this gets them out. If you ever just need like a general all-purpose cleaner for your car, I highly recommend this. This is the Nonsense Invisible Cleaner. It's just an all-purpose general cleaner. It's great for cleaning your cup holders, or if you get anything sticky on the dash, or you know, whatever, you spit a lot when you drive and you sing or whatever. This is great for cleaning it. It's $9.99. I've been using this on my cars for a long time, and I highly recommend it. I also went ahead and got the Total Interior Cleaner. This is also $9.99. It's good for screens, the dash. It's also good for leather and vinyl as well. I already have the leather kit, but I got this as well to maintain the screens, and yeah, hopefully it works. Now, cleaning the glass is one of my least favorite things to do on a car, and so I'm hoping this makes that process a lot easier. Usually I get whatever brand cleaner, and then I finally finish it off with like a Rain-X, you know, water repellent. Well, this is a ceramic glass coating, and it's a cleaner and supposed to be hydrophobic at the same time. It's $22.99, which I understand is expensive, but having a dirty windshield and dirty windows is like my least favorite thing. The rest of the car could be filthy, and I could live, but if the glass is dirty, I hate it. So I'm hoping the $22.99 is worth it. Last thing for the interior is going to be the carpets. Now, yes, I have WeatherTech mats in the BMW, I have them in the Ford, I don't have them in the Porsche, and so that's part of the reason I got this. This is the fabric brush, the fabric clean, both of these are $9.99. I hope they work really well. None of my carpets are especially dirty, but I've never given any of the carpets a good clean, so it's gonna be good. And I also got this little brush. It actually attaches to the polisher. This was $15.99, and I'm hoping it just kind of takes away some of the elbow grease aspect of having to do everything, but it could be a little too aggressive. That's why I got the brush and this. Now, I'm not gonna go through every single one of these things, but as you can see, I got a ton of random just microfiber towels and microfiber applicators, wash mitts, waffle weave towels, everything. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But anyway, I don't even think I've listed off everything that I actually bought in this little segment, but according to my calculations, everything here would have cost $988.60, which is just $11.40 shy of $1,000. So technically, I did clickbait you into this title, but it was almost $1,000, and including the random stuff like paint touch up, you know, a cost of a pressure washer, cost of a vacuum cleaner, I am spending well over $1,000 on this renovation of the Ford Focus. But it's not just about the Ford Focus. You know, I'm wanting to maintain our other cars as well. A new car should be hopefully coming soon. I'm looking for a new daily driver. So, you know, it's not just about just restoring the Ford, even though I do want to get my value back. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get out in the garage and start working on the car. I really hate to do this to you guys who are hoping to see a full restoration of the Ford in this single video, but you're gonna have to wait for part 2 of this little series to see how the Ford actually comes out, because number one, I've got a little prep work to do. That whole bumper has to be repainted first, and it has also started to pour down rain since I was filming earlier. So I really can't get the car out and wash it today. You definitely don't want to be painting things when it's raining outside. So it's going to have to wait. But there are 2 things we can do to the Ford to at least see a little bit of improvement for today. If you remember back from my vlog in December of me driving to North Carolina, there was an Amazon truck in front of us and it blew out a tire right in front of me, and we actually ran over the tire and it shredded the fender liner of the Ford, and I haven't replaced it. I've been waiting, it's been way too long. So we're gonna change the fender liner, and also I have a wiper fluid reservoir cap that needs to be put on that I haven't done in a while either. I've had the part, I just haven't done it, and so we're gonna be able to change that out as well. So yeah, sorry, we can't get to the full restoration of the Ford today, but we can at least do those 2 things. So let's go ahead and get that fender liner put on. So it was kind of hard to show you guys in the Christmas vlog really what happened, but I mean, as you can see, it just tore out a huge chunk of that. We're gonna have to get this out and put in the new one. Hopefully a lot of the mounting points on the car aren't messed up. So as you can see, the new fender liner is in and looking much better than the old one did. No more zip ties holding it in. We have all the right rivets, all the right hardware holding it up. So that is done, and I actually have one more thing that we can do to the car as well. My engine bay is actually looking pretty clean. But anyway, there's been one thing that I haven't done to this car that I've needed to do forever, and that is put on a wiper fluid reservoir cap. For the longest time, mine has been missing, and I've been using this beautiful flamingo duct tape, but I have the new wiper cap, so let's put that on. I'm glad that's finally done. I've literally had both of those parts sitting in the garage forever. Again, I'm sorry to disappoint you if you were hoping to see the full restoration today. I just think it needs its own separate video. You know, this is gonna take a long time. I'm gonna kind of explain what I'm doing and everything, because I'm trying to take you guys through a journey of what a normal guy like me can do when given $1,000 worth of supplies to detail their car. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I'm excited to find out. I love watching detailing videos, and I enjoy watching that kind of content. So I just wanted to see what I could do. And obviously all of this is in preparation to get rid of the Ford. I'm looking for a new daily driver. BMW 3 Series, 4 Series, Alfa Romeo Giulias are high up on the list. Yeah, I'm looking at all kinds of different options for a new daily driver. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a ton. And make sure to subscribe for part 2 of my Ford Focus restoration. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.